Okay. So it's my last video. Oh man, I'm not even sure I know what happened. But, let me close this real quick. Too much lighting from the rear. So it's my last video. Okay, so I think I was talking about... Okay, well, I don't know where I was. But recently, I kept on pestering Ash to hang out with me. And then she said, yeah, let's do it Wednesday. And then come Tuesday or something, she just said that she can't. That she is, she's just not comfortable hanging out with people, I guess. Maybe. People she doesn't know, I guess. Even though we had fun when we hung out twice. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on. But I hung out with two people. I hung out with Stella, who is another artist. But the thing about Stella is that she's, like, really nice. Like, to the point of it being, like, you can definitely... Well, she even mentioned it, that she's just, like, anxious all the time. She's just one of those people. But, I mean, her art isn't, like... I only got a little bit of it, and it's okay. It's not really my jam. Maybe I just haven't seen enough of it yet, but it's okay. Whatever. I think I'll have to look at it more. She does, like, contours and stuff, and actually, this little guy. I went to an art thing on Tuesday where we just go to the Union Club and we draw. And she drew this. CJ. You can see down there it says CJ. Yeah, so this is like a thing where you like don't look at the paper, but you draw with your hand anyhow. I did mine, and it turned out like it looked like a person almost. And I drew her, and she drew me, which was kind of fun because we had to like have like strange, prolonged staring at each other. And then oh, I should grab my costumes. This is so cool. I'm actually pretty proud of this one. Look at that. Wow. It doesn't really stay on my face quite like I would like it to, but, so it was supposed to be a llama, but then it just turned into, like, since I painted it black and didn't really do the nose, it just kind of turned into, like, some sort of demon thing. Like, I kind of just look like a wolf man, basically. But, I like this one because it's just kind of creepy. Like, this is genuinely the most spooky thing that I've ever made. Kinda creepy, look at me. Okay, so that was the day before yesterday, and I woke up and nobody texted me or said anything, so I was like, well, I gotta find something to do that isn't playing games. So I woke up in the morning and just started making this, and yeah. I really like this mask. I wish I could wear it all the time, and I wish it fit on my face a little better, because it like kind of lifts up a little bit because the head strap's up here. So if I just add like another one down here, then it would stay more like pointed down like this, like I kind of want it to. People have described it as actually pretty scary and unsettling, which I think is great. So, best Halloween costume I've ever made. And it just goes with my hoodie, and then I kind of wear my hood and, you know, hang out in the corners. The thing about this mask versus my cool guy mask is that, oh, I should get that one too. I have a cool guy mask. But the difference between those two is that when I walk around on the streets with the cool guy mask and I have like the music going, people are like, "Yeah, that costume's awesome, cool guy." Some people recognize it and they say that. But then when I wear this one, people kind of like look at me and then they just like avert their gaze. So I think it's pretty creepy then. So hung out with Stella and she is nice. She doesn't seem like the kind. She seems so gentle, and she does seem like the kind of person that is too gentle. Like I would absolutely destroy her just by saying things, because I'm kind of sadistic and a little bit mean. So there's that, and then so I hung out with Charlotte, the Australian, and she is so cute. We met downtown, actually. I didn't meet her online. This is like the first time it's ever happened. I met her downtown, and she said, "I love cool guy. I love your costume." And then she was like, "I can't see you," so I took off my costume, and we had like a moment, which I thought was kind of fun. But we were both pretty drunk anyhow. She like ran off with her friends who were from Ireland, very, very Irish. And then I ran into her later because I was just kind of like walking around, kind of hoping to run into her again. And then we chatted for a little while. And when she left, she like left and then ran back and got my number and then left again, which is kind of cool. And then I went out the night before last night with him, and it was on Halloween. That was Halloween. And I wore this mask and my red guy mask. And it was really frustrating. Because I wanted to talk to them. I wanted to talk to her and her friend from New Zealand. And for some reason, she found it so fascinating to argue with some asshole about climate change. And I wanted to make friends and talk to them, but she was stuck in this shitty argument that she knew she was right in, and this guy was absolutely wrong, and everybody agreed, but she had to convince him, and he talked really slow, so it took a long time for him to say anything. He kept on complimenting her, which irritated the shit out of me, and then he would talk over people, too. So he wouldn't let anyone say anything. So then we were at the Union Club all night, and this was happening, and she kept on playing pool, and I couldn't talk to her, so I was like, why did I come out and hang out with you anyhow? And then we went to Pie Hole, and I don't even remember getting a pie, actually. But when the cab showed up for those guys, she invited me back to her dorm. I was like, I don't even know that was an option. Awesome. So then I got in, and we went home, and we sang Radiohead songs until like 4 a.m. And then I never slept until like the late morning, basically. Yeah. And yeah. And then in the morning, everybody got up, and we were like laughing and joking and stuff. But then I like texted her. Trying to think of the details I want to tell and the details I want to spare. I texted her, and she didn't really respond back the next day, which I understand because she was probably pretty hungover, and I slept all day. All day, basically. And then stayed up all night. And then that was last night. And I drew stuff. Oh yeah, I got to that. So I'm trying to convince her, or like trying to convince her. Trying to ask her like, are you guys gonna go out again? Do you want to hang out? Look at my Radiohead Hail to the Thief Collector's Edition. Because she likes Radiohead and is like the only girl in existence. Maybe we can watch a movie or something. If she doesn't want to watch a movie, then I'll watch one with Stella. I hate to do that to her, but she's second in line. Sorry, Stella. Anyhow, so last night I just grabbed the mirror from what I was using to make my costumes with, and I started to do self-portraits and draw Kitty, basically. So this is the first one that I did, and this is, like, without a doubt, the best one out of all of them. Oh god, that does that does look quite a bit like me, doesn't it? Well, the hair's backwards, but whatever. That's fine, because I do the hair this way sometimes. I think this is the second one that I did. This one's not too bad, but the hands are a little wonky, of course, but, you know, I haven't drawn in years, basically. Like, I don't think I've ever drawn this much, ever. So, I suppose it's probably from not only loving girls who are artists, going to the art thing on Tuesday, and trying to impress all the girls that I have on Instagram. So, I didn't post any of these other ones, but I just drew a whole bunch. So I've got a whole bunch of these, so I'm just going to show off a bunch. Because I did a bunch. Shut up, phone. And a lot of these aren't, like, intended to look good, but as they are practice. Like this one here, you can see, like, the lines around the nose and the mouth and things like that. And the hair, of course. I practice a lot on hair because my hair is wild. Yeah. And, like, just trying to get things done quickly, I guess. They kind of look a little anime, but I like to think that my eyes are a little anime. Maybe. Here's the, like, one of the last ones that I did. And this one turned out kind of okay, but the eyes are pretty huge again. But still, it's okay, whatever. This is, like, the third or second one I did, I think, in which I was just practicing, like, the whole body shape. Kitty, what are you doing? What? No! Kitty, you're eating grape nuts! Fuck, what the hell? She's trying to get in the grape nuts. Okay, so more of this. This is like trying to draw things in a way that isn't symmetrical, but yeah, it kind of worked out. The eyes are a little strange. Kitty. Kitty! Stop eating grape nuts! Those are grape nuts, you dummy! Come on. No, don't get in the fridge either. You're a troublemaker. My cat eats grape nuts, apparently. This one is, I don't even know. I think I was also trying to do things quickly, and then kind of like proportions are out of whack and everything, but, you know, like I said, I didn't really know how to draw. This one was like trying to draw all of the doodads in here, and that's why it looks like horrible. Because I do look horrible, but I was just trying to practice like with the nose lines and, you know, all that. Minimalist. Here's an otter. That's cute. Oh, he is cute. Here's more minimalist. Don't know if it's quite what I'm going for. Suck at lips, especially my lips, because my lips are gnarly. I'm kind of gross and weirdly misshapen. This one is drawn in one line. I may have lifted up the pen a few times, but I stopped where I started where I stopped. So, yeah. Yeah, a little lopsided. That's fine. So another one. I don't really know what I was doing here. Just practicing, kind of going fast. Because I don't know. I feel like the fewer lines I use, the better they are. This is my mask, and I was just trying to draw like bodies. This was trying to draw the PBS space guy. Hands. This hand is gnarly as fuck, and it is like forwards and backwards. This one looked okay. I like the way that this one turned out. Like, when I draw simply and don't add too much detail, I think my drawings turn out the best. Too much detail. Way too much. That's when I think they look best. That's why the first one was the best. I kind of just whipped it out. This is me trying to, like, if I was an artist, my name was Jericho. I think I might like to have a nice signature, and I didn't really find, like, any that I would really cared about. I like this top one. You know, it would take practice and time and all that. And Kitty decided to visit me, so I drew her in many different ways, but I mean, you know, when you got a cat, you gotta go fast because she moves. So, I mean, that's why it's all, hold on, everything all over the place. Hi, kitty. Hey. Hey. Kitty's still squeaking. Never got her meow back. Here's one. This one, I don't know. Does it look like me? Let me, put my hair over a little bit. Call me on the phone, tell me all the ways that it's gonna mess me up. Maybe not quite. This is a little small. Not quite dead-eyed enough. I'm having a hard time seeing the screen here because the light's in my way here. Here is coffee on my shelf. This is my shelf's all busted. Hey, that looks okay in the camera at least. You know, the window's open, screen, you know. And this paper was already like that, so whatever. I'll draw coffee since it looks like I spilled coffee on it. This is another body for the mask, whatever. Here is, that's nice. More kitties. I like the one over here. That one's a good one. Yeah. And, well, saving the best for last. Well, this is me trying to fuck up again. And kitty. Oh, no, it's like this, actually. She was laying on her back. Good kitty. Look at that. See, I like drawing pets. I like drawing pets when they're not moving, at least. Okay, and that one, since I have like a total of 40 followers and I got like 6 likes, that's pretty amazing. And I don't think half my followers see my stuff. Not even. Okay, so that is the thing. I was looking for a new guitar, and I don't know if I made a mistake or not. I think I may have, but we'll see. I spent $700 on a airline baritone map. So it's usually $1,000. The reason that this one was $700 is because somebody took off the Bigsby tremolo. I never knew how to say that aloud. The trem bar. They took off the trem bar. It's still there, but the trem bar is off. And then he like put the strings on backwards so that it's like a set bridge. I, in the past, have not been a big fan of trem bars, but I kind of wanted one because I was playing with a Bigsby on a Gresh that I borrowed from ESP, and just having like that dreamy sort of sound actually probably pairs really well with what I'm usually playing. So I figured it looks like he just took the trem off and then flip the strings around, and I could just take off the Bigsby, buy a new trem for like $40, and put it back on, and I'll have a basically, hopefully, I don't know what condition it's actually in, because the description was very short, hopefully a very good condition at least, airline baritone, which is like, wow! That's going to be unique. I don't think I'll ever see a guitar like that in real life, besides mine. But I was, actually I'm still thinking about it, but I was thinking that I should have bought an acoustic baritone. And there's one made by Alvarez that you can get for like $300. And that's like, wow, $300 for a huge guitar. And the thing is, I kind of suck at guitar, but I love my guitars. I don't know why. 7. So I could, I actually do have the funds to buy a acoustic baritone. So when this guy gets here, I hope I didn't waste all my money. We'll find out. But if I really, really wasted my money, I don't know. Maybe I'll repost it. Maybe I'll buy the acoustic baritone. We'll see. I would really, just having like a beautiful, deep guitar. I feel like that would be so satisfying, because my acoustic is not satisfying to play. It's functional, but it just doesn't satisfy me. So there's that. Okay, so what else? I wish I had more drawings to show. So, oh yeah, Audrey, the Texan. She invited me to go to the haunted house, and I told her that last year I was waiting in line for so long that they closed before even we got in. So she's like, okay, never mind, and then she's gonna celebrate Halloween today. I don't know where she's doing or where she's going, but Audrey seems a little unstable. So maybe that's what other people say about me. But I don't know. She's like, I realized the other day that she doesn't really have a sense of humor, as far as I can tell. And I imagine she's anorexic. She is so skinny. It's incredible. So, if anything, I hope we just turn out to be good friends and buddies. The ideal. I don't think I want to be in a relationship with her because she just seems like a little. Hey, you okay? Although she thought that the stuffed squirrels at the antique mall were funny, and she was like picking them up and everything. I was like, these are antiques, man. Be careful. But I didn't say that. I was like, okay. Yeah, actually, I went to the antique mall, Audrey and I, after getting empanadas, which was the first time I've ever had those, and they were actually okay. They tasted good, etc. But we went to the antique mall after that because she likes antiques, and she knocked a picture down, and it fell all the way down the stairs. But it was like a Monty Dole like dinosaur picture, like a print, and it was like this big. This is like whatever. And yeah, we just kind of looked around, and then I was almost late for work, and that was it. She's gonna be the corpse bride. Charlotte was a hunter. Her friend Kate from New Zealand was a Montanan, which is kind of a stretch. Like she almost had it perfect, but then she did went a little bit too overboard. And Stella, I didn't see her costume, so I guess I could. I think she told me, or she's not. I don't think she's doing it. I can't remember, but whatever. So I'm gonna bother everyone and see if they want to go out tonight. And I don't know, man. I just want someone to cuddle with me. I've had some nasty cold sores again lately, but I think it's because I'm drooling in my sleep. So, gotta take care of that. Yeah, my skin's all sorts of fucked up right now. Such my eyeball. Look at that bad boy. Wow. Yeah, I'm all fucked up. Alright, well, I'm gonna go. Bye-bye.